All right, everybody. What we're going to work on is we're going to work on a very basic warm-up drill that is one of the most important things that you're going to learn in jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is an art of self-defense where you're learning to protect yourself. You are infinitely more likely to hurt yourself by falling down than by somebody else trying to hurt you. So that's what we're going to be working on today. This is the first basic video for falling techniques, how to fall properly, how to fall safely without getting hurt. We're going to look at the back fall technique beginning in a seated position. This is a drill that we do not every day in class, but almost every day in class, because this has to be 100% muscle memory for it to be effective. The most important rule to remember on any falling technique is that my head should not hit the floor. My head should stay off of the mat. We're going to start off by sitting just like this, sitting on both butt cheeks, and my knees are bent a little bit right here. My arms could be straight out in front of me, or they could cross. There's really no difference. It's a preference. My chin goes on my chest. Okay. Once I'm in this position, I'm going to roll backwards across my shoulders. My head is not going to touch the mat. When I roll back, both my hands are going to come down and slap by my side. Okay. When my hands come down and slap, they're going to be hitting the mat palm down with my arms straight. My arms are going to be 45 degrees away from my body or lower. I never want to fall and slap the mat with my arms up above 45 degrees, because as soon as my arm goes above 45 degrees, it starts to affect the integrity of the shoulder joint. My shoulder blade starts to poke out in the back and I start to risk injury. So from right here, like I said, you can cross the arms, you can have the arms out straight. I'm going to roll back. Both hands are going to come down, slap the mat, my feet come up, and I rock back up. Okay, so it should be a very relaxed movement. Your body should be very nice and loose and relaxed. And you just roll back, you slap with both hands, and you come back up. Okay, just like this, making sure to keep the head off the mat. From the side view, you can see that my head never makes contact with the floor. So arms are out, legs are out in front of me, roll back, feet come up, slap, and come back right here. Okay, two very common mistakes. First of all, is not having straight arms, and a lot of beginners, especially if you have a fear of falling, will fall back and stick their elbows out like this and try to catch your elbows. This is a very, very bad habit to have. Landing on your elbows like that could hurt you very, very easily, okay? So if you're having that problem, one thing you can do is forget about the slack. You can just hold your legs and practice just roll back and come back up, just like this. And this will help get over that fear of falling backwards, okay? Then you can add your arms back in, but we should never be falling back on our elbows. We need to be falling back with the arms straight and the hands come down and slap. Second common mistake is rolling too far back where the head touches the mat and the knees start to come up over my head. So I do not want to roll back like this, where the knees come up and over and where the head is touching the floor. I want to roll back and come back up right here. This drill is an essential drill for everyone in jiu-jitsu. If you cannot do this drill right here, forget about practicing any type of takedown. Forget about practicing even, like a sweep or anything, because you need to develop the reflex of curving your body a little bit and not allowing your head to touch the floor. So like I said, that's why we do this here probably 5 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week out of 6 days a week we have classes. We're gonna do this drill to really develop that reflex of keeping the head up off the floor.